In this week's update, I'll go over the changes to Kinetic Void pre-Alpha 11. We put a large focus of development time into user interface improvements as well as user feedback. As you'll see in the background, we have a new space skybox, sun texture, and planet textures. Going into the shipyard, one of the first things you'll notice is that we now have a shipyard background. We feel that this will help players a lot in distinguishing which direction they should build their ship. I'm going to load up a previously created ship, called it a light frigate, because its mass range is in the lower tier of the frigate side. You can see I already have colors applied to it. Some of the new user feedback that we acted upon this past week was color profiles. You can now create a new color profile or load previous ones. So right now I actually have a Kinetic Void color profile on here. I can go to create a new one. Selecting the Windows section, I can change it to a blue. You'll see it's reflected right on the ship. Change out this yellow spot for some gray. And maybe I don't want red, I'll switch it over to a dull blue color. Now if I wanted to save this, I can fill in a name and click Save. From now on, I'll be able to access my color profiles from this drop-down list. As you can see here, I've got Update 11A was the one that I just made. I can switch back to the Kinetic Void color profile, and then I can even switch back to the one that I made previously. These files are made in the same way that ship files are saved, so members of the community can actually share color profiles. Some of the other changes we added are these buttons up here on the top left. It will hide this user interface over here if you just wanted to work on the ship without having to see the ship overview. There's also one on the module section. On the module section side over here, you'll notice that we've completely changed the way the user selects modules. First you choose a size. You can go with Tier 1 or Tier 2, and then you choose a module type. You've got command and control, hull, engines, weapons, aesthetics, and miscellaneous. Right now we don't have anything in aesthetics or miscellaneous, but they're coming soon. If I switch over to command and control, you can see the 3 frigate tier, and then I can switch back and look at my 2 lighter tiers. These are considered fighter tiers. Some new models that we have in-game this week are the Engine 8, which you can see on this ship here, and that's located under Tier 2 engines, Engine 8. Preview for that's a little too large, I'll get that taken care of. And 3 new hull sections. We have Hull 4, which, let me go ahead and remove this ship and I'll start building the new one. I feel that Hull 4 should provide a lot of creativity and new options for players to create their ships, do all kinds of interesting designs and shapes with this. Hull 5, which you saw before, and then Hull 6. I'll load up my other ship that I had, and we're going to launch into sector space, and I'll show you the new sector UI. Right away you'll notice at the bottom of the screen that we have our shields and hull readouts, and then in the center we have a new radar. This is fully functional 3D radar. I'll go into mouse flight mode and zoom in. When I go into travel mode, you'll notice the asteroids actually go by on the radar. We use elevation lines to relate to the player which direction the radar icons are. If the white line goes down towards the icon, then you can assume that the object is below you, and if it's going up, then the object is above you. Over the course of this next week, we're hoping to get our targeting systems implemented and rudimentary weapon systems to allow people in the demo to fly around and shoot asteroids and other targets. We've also increased the range of the playable area inside the demos, so you can now get out here to these asteroid fields a little more. Providing that we get these new features implemented over the course of the next week, we plan to start our Kickstarter. Be sure to keep an eye on our webpage as we have more information about that coming up very soon. Thank you for watching Kinetic Void Pre-Alpha 11. If you'd like to see the current changes for yourself, check out the demo on our website.